was not in this country, but 90 miles away. They wrapped their cords around him, they bound him to the tree. They wound their cords around him, they bound him to the tree. When the balls passed through his body, it was a sight to see. Okay, everybody, so that was a wonderful early folk song called Hiram Hubbard, and it's in standard tuning, G, D, G, B, D. I tuned a good deal lower for that. I like to sing the song quite a bit lower down. Instead of G, I tuned it all the way down to E. So I'll give you my exact tuning with this electric tuner. E, B, E, G sharp, B. And I will put that actual tuning, the exact tuning, in the description down below. So I just showed you the close-up. That's what I opened up with, and I started with the overhand or claw hammer style that most of you are probably familiar with, that most of you are probably learning or playing, and then I transitioned and showed you the two-finger approach, which is how I always play the song. So if you want to see the tablature for that, I offer tabs with every one of these lessons now, and I show you the two-finger tab and I show you the overhand claw hammer tab. And it's $2 a month. Here's the link right here. So it's patreon.com/Clifton Hicks. You go there, it's $2 a month. We have over 900 active members right now. We have a great time over there, and you get all the tabs for this. Like I said, it's only $2 a month, so most people won't even notice that $2 that they're spending every month. That's less than a beer, that's less than a cup of coffee. That's all I ask. Anyhow, so let's do a little bit of background. So the source for this, my source for this, is a young man named Jake Book. Jake Book lives up in northern Kentucky. He's originally from Iowa, but he's been living up in Kentucky, I think at this point, perhaps most of his life. He's a very prolific musician. He's got a great voice, and he's a damn good banjo player, fiddler, guitar player, nice guy, works his ass off in a sawmill every day, the real deal. So I hope you'll all look up Jake Book, B-O-O-K, Jake Book. He's a great musician, and he's a real hard-working young man. And he's got lots of material on Bandcamp and YouTube and things of that nature. So look up Jake Book. So I learned this when I was staying for a couple of weeks at Jake's house up in northern Kentucky. This was back in 2013, and he sang this song for me. And Jake didn't even play banjo or fiddle back then. I think he just sang it for me a cappella while we were driving around somewhere, and I fell in love with the song and immediately, figured it out on banjo. So Jake learned it from a recording of Jean Ritchie and Doc Watson. So you should definitely look up that recording. Jean Ritchie and Doc Watson, they did a great duet of this that was recorded sometime in the 1960s, and it's wonderful. Okay, so that's enough of the background and the source material. I will give you a verbal walkthrough. I'll tell you, this song is really easy. It's all played on the 2nd fret, and the only chord is this one. So you accomplish that by, on the 1st string, I put my ring finger on the 1st string at the 2nd fret, then I reach over with my middle finger and I note the bass string at the 2nd fret. So it's a 2-chord song, and then you're just going back and forth, and it starts off on the open G string. That gives you Hiram, and then you go to the 2nd string open, Hubbard, and then you go to the 1st string open, was not, and then you go back to the 2nd open, I think, then you go back to the 3rd open, so you go Hiram Hubbard was not guilty. Okay, so what you do is you start on the 3rd open and you walk your way up, 3rd open, 2nd open, 1st open, 2nd open, and then back down to the bass open. So that gives you Hiram Hubbard was not guilty. And then you're going to go into your chord. I've heard great many say, and then you're going to note that 3rd string at the 2nd fret. I've heard great many say, and you end on the 2nd string. Now you're going to do that again, but you start high on the 1st string. Hiram Hubbard was not, back into the chord, guilty. I've heard great many say, for he was not in this country. And then back to your chord, 90 miles. Note the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and then hit that 3rd string open. Way. That's all it is. Hiram Hubbard was not guilty. I've heard great many say. Hiram Hubbard was not guilty. I've heard great many say. For he was not in this country, but 90 miles away. There's nothing to it. This is a real easy song. So I hope that that helped you and that maybe taught you a couple things and you learned about some new people there. If you did like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. And best of all, I hope you'll share this with some friends of yours. Share it on that social media. Okay, thanks a lot. You'll see me again real soon.